habang nagpapatuloy ang pre-trial ng impeachment case laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte, lalong umiinit ang banggaan ng depensa at prosekusyon as expected.
Oo, mula yan sa usapin ng ebidensya, mga testigo at bilang ng mga araw ng paglilitis hanggang sa posibilidad ng pagdagdag ng mga bagong dokumento at testimonya. Malinaw na parehong kampo ay naghahanda para sa isang mahabang laban.
Oo nga, pero gaano kahaba ba yun? Yung mga nabalitaan ko mula sa Amerika, tinitignan ko yung latest, hindi talaga aabot yung nakatakdang panahon na iniaatang para doon sa kanilang trial, no? May nagsasabing, 30 days?
Naku, hindi yan. Kasi apat na articles, maraming mga dokumentong ipapasok. Tapos may nagsasabi naman hanggang September or at least sa bago uminit ang budget hearings ng Congress.
Parang naaalala ko nga, may nabasa ako na sumasang-ayon ng depensa na ito ay hindi kakasya ng 30 days lamang. Alamin natin kung ano ba talaga ang latest ngayon dito dahil papunta na daw siya doon sa Senate at magkakaroon na naman sila ng pre-trial. Makakasama po natin si Attorney Michael Poa, tagapagsalita ng defense team ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Welcome back to Memo, Attorney.
Hi, good morning, Ms. Corina. Good morning, Sir Willard, and thank you for having us po.
Opo. Ano po ba yung ibig sabihin ng it is the same set of documents pero ayaw pirmahan ng depensa, pero pinipirmahan naman ng prosecution?
Thank you po for that question. No? Kailangan natin klaruhin yan. Ibig sabihin po kasi, for example, there is sabihin na natin, COA report. No? Merong COA report, may kopya yung prosecution, may kopya yung defense. So ang sinasabi po ay yan po ay common evidence, kumbaga, o common document. Pero sa amin po, ang gusto po sana ng depensa ay mamarkahan both yung copy ng prosecution at yung copy ng defense. Bakit po? Kasi po, unang-una, syempre, minsan, katulad kahapon, nagka-discrepancy dun sa documentation. Meron silang isang document, meron din kaming same document, pero yung amin ay kumpleto, yung sa prosecution ay nagkulang yung isang pahina. I think it was page 10. So may mga ganung bagay na gusto sana nating maiwasan. Kaya ang gusto po namin, hindi naman po sa ayaw naming pirmahan, ang gusto lang po namin is pirmahan yung, or markahan yung document na hawak ng prosecution, pero mamarkahan din yung document na hawak ng defense. Pangalawa po dyan, minsan po kasi may mga document na ang isang panig ay photocopy lamang, ang nasa amin naman po ay certified true copy. So para sa amin, hindi po siya common document literally, dahil iba po yung photocopy, iba rin po yung certified true copy. So ang sa amin lang po, just for due diligence for our client also, gusto lang namin na kahit nasabihin nating the document appears to be the same, we want both documents, meaning the documents held or being presented by the prosecution and the documents being presented by the defense to both be marked.
Okay. So, listening to you, it sounds completely logical and agreeable. Bakit? Meron po ba kayong pagtatalo sa mga puntong yan with the
wala naman
defense?
Po. In fact, I'd like to thank also the prosecution kasi pumapayag naman po sila. Wala kaming naging issue and explain namin na this is how we do pre-marking. And yun naman po ang ginagawa ngayon. So, hindi naman po siya naging issue.
Ayun, okay. So, mukhang moving forward, magkakasundo naman po kayo ng prosecution on that point.
Opo, ang talaga naman pong problema, it's not really, I want to be fair din, even to the prosecution, obviously also to the members of the Secretariat of the Impeachment Court. I want to be fair and say na hindi naman problema ng mga panig, It's really the volume of documents that we are marking right now. Kaya po, medyo tumatagal yung marking, but it's still within schedule,
Attorney Poa, dito ba sa pre-trial conference ay mapag-uusapan din kung gaano katagal ang itatakbo ng impeachment trial at ano po ang posisyon ng depensa? Tingin niyo ano po ang reasonable time at haba ng itatakbo nitong trial?
Opo, thank you Sir Willard. Dito po, hindi naman mabibigay talaga yung exact number of days, for example, no, ng trial. Ang mangyari lang is sinasabi ng magkabilang panig kung ilan araw yung kailangan nila. So I think for the prosecution, ang sinabi nila is around 62 days. Ang sa amin naman po ay at least 30 days, no? Ano pong ibig sabihin na at least 30 days? Hindi po namin sinasabi na 30 days lang yung kailangan namin. What we're saying is at least, meaning at the minimum, we will need 30 days. Bakit po hindi pa tayo makapagbigay ng eksaktong numero? Because syempre, sa course of the trial, ang nauna pong magpresenta ng ebidensya ay ang prosecution. So tayo, we will just have to determine based on the presentation made by the prosecution kung ano ang mga or ilang witnesses ang kailangan naming i-present, no? If we need to rebut anything. Pwede rin naman, nasa tingin namin, hindi naman napatunayan ng prosecution, so wala na kaming i-present. Pwede rin pong ganun. That's why it varies po, no? And that's why we cannot give an exact number of days.
Yes. So tama po yung nabasa ko na you are somewhat agreeable that hindi kasya ang 30 araw.
Opo, definitely. I think I was asked that by one of the Senate media at ang sabi po sabi daw ni Representative Luistro, it might take more than 3 months. And I said I agree with that kasi ano po, no, una-una when we say days, it means days where trial is held. So kung ang schedule po ay 3 times a week, 3 days lang po a week ang trial dates, no? So definitely po, I agree with Representative Luistro that 3 months may seem a bit tight.
Okay. So yung mga nagsasabi po na na delaying tactics po yung mga nangyayari ngayon.
Wala po. I definitely deny that. I don't think there are delaying tactics on both sides, no, on the prosecution or the defense. Of course, I am not supposed to speak for them, but I want to be fair naman to the prosecution, no. Wala pong delaying tactics. We're doing all we can. In fact, nag-uusap kami araw-araw kung paano pa mapapabilis ang proseso. Today, there will be some adjustments, no. For example, dati po, ang isang article ng impeachment ay isang marking station lang. Nung isang araw, nagbago kami for the article on confidential funds. Ginawa na pong 2 marking station, tapos kahapon naging 3. Ngayong araw naman po, yung Article 2, yung unexplained wealth, no, yung alleged unexplained wealth na article, for the past few days, isang marking station lang siya. Ngayon, gagawin na pong 2. Para, kumbaga, mahati-hati na yung mga dokumento at simultaneously mamarkahan at mapabilis yung proseso. And this has been agreed by both parties.
Okay. Marites lang ba ito, Willard, yung nabalitaan ko na ayaw nilang ipalabas ang ilang mga dokumento mula sa like SALN or certain bank documents. Tama ba yung narinig ko na ayaw po ng depensa na ito po'y ilabas?
Wala po kaming ganung wala pa pong ganung nangyayari. Probably po, ang nababanggit nyo ay yung motion namin nung nag-file kami ng aming answer para po ma-exclude yung ibang ebidensya. Ang pinanggagalingan po namin dito ay ito pong mga ebidensya na to ay unang-una hindi parte noong mga original complaints na inihain laban sa Vice Presidente, which has been our position all along. And secondly, ang impeachable offenses po ay offenses lamang allegedly committed during the term or tenure of the Vice President as an impeachable officer, no? So may mga legal arguments po dyan, but I cannot go right into the detail dahil kami po'y bawal mag-disclose sa public, no, mag-discuss on the merits of the case. Ayon po yun sa rules ng Senate as an impeachment court.
I see.
At yung impeachment court na Attorney Corina, ang magdidesisyon kung ito ba ay i-exclude talaga sa kalakaran ng trial.
Opo, tama po yun. Tama po yun.
And Attorney Powa, ano ho ang paninindigan ngayon ng court patungkol naman sa mga surprise witnesses?
We were given the opportunity to reserve, yung witnesses, meaning meron tayong mga witnesses na hindi natin pinangalanan pero sinasabi natin kung ano ang purpose ng mga witnesses na to para to sa seguridad ng mga witnesses, no. Ang sa amin naman, we are asking for disclosure, no. At least 3 days before iisasalang yung witness, may mga ganyang usapin. Kami, wala naman kaming binigay na araw sa ngayon. Ang gusto lang namin, disclosure talaga kung ano ang magiging order of trial at sino yung mga witnesses na i-represent sa araw, sa kung anong araw. Para nang sa ganun, mapaghandaan naman po natin, no? At mapaghandaan ng bawat panig at pati na rin ng mga senator judges.
Oo. Dun ho sa nabanggit na order, napagkasundoon na ho ba kung ano yung sequencing, kumbaga anong article ang uunahing i-present?
Yan naman po sa aming pananaw ay within the prerogative of the prosecution. So, kung ano naman po ang gusto nilang order, wala naman po tayong problema dyan. Ang sa atin lang ay disclosure, nang sa ganun, makapaghanda tayo ng maayos.
Ayun, okay. So, ito po ay hanggang kailan po kaya? Pero meron po ba kayong fearless forecast? Like, if this were to be pegged against former impeachment trials, gaano katagal po kaya ito?
Well, Ms. Karina, yung previous, I think, was around 4 months, 5 months, if I'm not mistaken, no? Yung kay former Chief Justice Corona. Sa atin naman, we're siguro looking at the same timeline, but hopefully, hanggat naman maaring pabilisin, I think both parties naman are interested to expedite matters kasi wala naman sa ating gustong tumagal din po ito.
Opo. Hindi pa pala nadedesisyonan kung sino ang magiging presiding officer.
Daming kaya pagdesisyonan.
Okay. Umalis na ako at bumalik, wala pa rin.
Dun.
Opo, what's your view on Senate President Cheese Escudero or maybe Senator Kiko Pangilinan floated as presiding officer?
Well, pag natatanong po ako dyan, Ms. Corina, sa amin naman, as long as naayon sa saligang batas natin, wala naman tayong binabiolate ng mga batas at it is internal to the Senate, sa amin naman, we have no preference kung sino yung presiding officer. Whoever it is, I think we have to give the benefit of the doubt and the wisdom to the Senate. So tayo lang po, kaya nating harapin kahit sino man ang presiding officer.
If a certain, theoretically, if a certain senator judge parang concludes against what to you is clearly logic, kunwari, illogical yung kanyang presentasyon ng justification ng kanyang conclusion, are you allowed to question it?
If the presiding officer po rules on a matter, I think there's a way. If I'm not mistaken, we can sort of throw it to the body. Lalo na kung may ibang center judge who has a differing opinion, they can throw it to the body for to divide the house, magkakaroon ng botohan, yung mga ganyang bagay. But sa atin, syempre, utmost respect tayo sa mga senator judges and of course, first and foremost, the presiding officer. Hindi naman po siya kakaiba kahit naman po sa regular courts. There might be instances when we don't agree with the judge, but the judge is the judge.
Because in this very highly politically charged political exercise, parang kung may mga agenda na lumitaw at malinaw na malinaw, paano mo yan kokontrahin?
Opo, actually, we have to admit, that this is really both legal and political, and we are not naive to the fact that it's political. But, to be honest, right now at this point, I don't want to cast any aspersions. We want to give the benefit of the doubt to all of the center judges and, of course, including the presiding officer. And I'm sure naman po, that they are also preparing and they are equipped with the proper personnel around them to also help them, kung pagdating sa mga legal points.
Attorney Powa, will Vice President Sara Duterte personally appear during the trial? If not, take the witness stand, watch the proceedings personally.
Opo, sa ngayon, ang parati kong sinasagot dyan kung kinakailangan, What do I mean by that? Siyempre, we will have to, as defense counsels, we will have to see muna ano yung takbo ng trial, if there is a need for her to present, to be there, or if there's a need to present her, that's the only time, no, that we will advise her to do so. Pero sa ngayon, hindi ko pa kayo mabibigyan ng categorical answer on that part.
Okay. Pinaghahandaan na ho ba ng depensa yung magiging possible debate tungkol sa required number of votes to convict an impeachable official? Kasi may usapan na baka posibleng bumaba yung tinatawag na denominator o yung kinakailangang boto kung may ilang senador na hindi makakapag-participate actively sa proceedings?
Opo, definitely, no, meron tayong posisyon na dyan, and syempre po, hindi ko na ikakaila na talagang napaghandaan na rin namin yan. But sa ngayon, kaya the reason why I haven't been commenting kahit sa mga ambush interviews is because wala pa naman pong categorical or official pronouncement from the Senate sitting as an impeachment court. So sa ngayon, puro mga online debates, mga haka-haka. Siguro, mas maganda na intayin muna natin kung ano ba talaga ang pananaw ng impeachment court. And if it is not aligned with our position, we will definitely make our position on record. And we will definitely seek remedies, no, on that matter.
And that means raising it, no, to a higher court maybe, Attorney Poa?
Possibly. That's always a possibility, sir.
All right.
But I don't want to preempt anything because right now, wala pa talaga pong nababanggit or wala pong official announcement or pronouncement ang impeachment court.
Opo.
Ayun, okay. So maybe one of our last questions, if Senators Bato de la Rosa or say Senator Marcoleta are arrested or become unable to participate, ano na naman po ba ang magiging 2/3 vote requirement? Are you already preparing for that possibility?
Yes po, sa amin, of course, without giving much detail, para sa amin, the Constitution is clear on the matter. Of course, there will be differing opinions, but we're ready, ma'am. We're ready to in case that comes up.
Okay, so pinag-uusapan. But it's a very real possibility, ano po?
Yes po, yes po.
Okay. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Attorney Michael Poa, on his way to the Senate for another pre-trial hearing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Corina, Sir Willard. Thank you for always giving us the opportunity to also air out the side of the defense. Maraming salamat po.
Always.
Magandang umaga sa inyo.
Opo.